We're going to start the San Angelo Rodeo, the championship round off with a bang. We have some big-time Cowboys out, some great stock on the other side of it. You got past world champion Clayton Bigelow in there, Jaco Roper, a two-time qualifier. Bradley Miller, what a spring he's had.
Yeah, he's been red hot, hasn't he, Jeff? You look down through there, of course, Wacey, Schalla, you mentioned Leighton Berry, who had to sit out last year due to some injuries. He is having a phenomenal winter run. He was 92 to win the first go-around, so he is sitting in the driver's seat when we get said and done.
And Rocker Steiner, your reigning world champion. We talked about Cade Bruno. Cade's made all of the championship rounds in the Texas Swing. Same thing for Rocker Steiner.
Yeah, Rocker Steiner, the same thing. You know, coming off that world championship, his first, and he is just not looking back. It's going to be fun to see what he does. He's going to be the first guy out of the chute. So we'll see what kind of bar Rocker sets.
All right, we may start with Cade Saunier. They may shuffle things up. And I talked to Cade before the rodeo. He really likes the draw he's got tonight.
Yeah, most of the contractors tonight, Jeff, J-Bar J Rodeo, of course, Sparky Dreesen of the Pickett Pro Rodeo, they've got great horses. And, of course, Pete Carr, they're going to bring all the stock into the finals tonight. But Cade's got one of J-Bar J's, one of Sparky's best, straight sticks. So he's going to be the guy that sets the bar now to see what all 12 of these guys can do to get ahead of him. They've all competed on one head. So his score in the first round, for example, was 86.5 points. So whatever he is scoring now is going to add to that, and the total on two is going to determine the champion. So it's going to be important to add both scores.
Yeah, Cade's sitting 15th in the world right now. A couple trips to the National Finals Rodeo. Top 5. He finished number 4 in the world standings last December when the dust settled in Las Vegas. So Saunier trying to put together another NFR-type season this spring.
Trying to work that hand in that rig, and those riggings, you know, they're set up for bind. Those gloves are big, thick gloves, and you wedge them in there. They have all kinds of binds that help hold on to these horses. Cade, he won over $200,000 last year at the NFR alone. I mean, he had an outstanding 10 days in Vegas. That's why he wants to get back. All right, Saunier, here he goes, and he is going to set the pace high. Look at this big bay buck. Big jumps all the way across the arena. Great ride.
I kind of see why he liked that when he saw his name next to it.
Boy, if you think bucking horses, that's what they're supposed to look like. Long mane, big, strong. I mean, the kind that, you know, if you stub your toe, they're going to make you wear it. But if you ride as good as Cade Saunier, you cannot wait to get on one like that.
Yeah, already up there close to 90. 88 for Saunier, setting the pace, but you know, that's where the judges are starting, and there's a lot of great animals and big-time riders yet to go, so the bar is already set really high.
Yeah, look at that horse. I mean, get in the air, kick over his head, 88 points. He's in the lead in the short gun. That puts him at 174.5 on two horses, so that's what's going to determine the champion here. Great ride, and I'm glad they didn't hold on to their points on the first guy. That was good.
That was good. Cooper Cook, 12th in the world right now. He's one of those youngsters, 23, already made 2 trips to the National Finals Rodeo.
Yeah, he comes in a half point behind Cade Saunier, so that's not much. I mean, the bareback ride's pretty close. Cooper Cook, look at this one, Buck. Oh, in trouble. He's trying to get back square. Wow, what a bucking horse.
I think we've set the tone. We've seen 2 rides, an 88 and a wild ride right there. I think the tone's been set.
Wow. Look at that. I mean, that horse is not weakening either. Jump and kick, big moves left and right. If he could have stayed in the middle and made a great ride, we may have seen a new record. That was a great horse.
And Cade Berry should be the next Cowboy to go. And you look at Cade, 37th in the world, 22 years of age. 30th in the world last year. I'd like to take a big step forward and maybe make his first National Finals Rodeo.
You know, when I looked at all the draw before the bareback riding, I actually thought this might be the best one of the night. So that shows what I know. But it's going to be a big chance for Cade Berry. Of course, his brother Leighton, he's in the number 1 spot. Cade comes in, he was 86 points, or excuse me, 85 and a half. So he's going to have to be 90 or better to take the lead away right now from Cade Saunier, but he could do it on this horse. They've been 90 on this horse several different times. Berry, big stage, comes in 37th in the world, so he can make a big standing move as well. Big long legs. This looks good. Look at the spur stroke. He's even. He's square, way ahead of him. Beautiful ride. Boy, you cannot break down this ride and see any faults in it at all. It's going to determine what they mark the horse to see how close he is to that 88 or maybe 90. Big move right there. That's a little difficulty, but that's all right. You want a little of that. But then from that point on, Cade Berry, how good does he look?
Navigated the fence just fine. Sure we've seen that score yet for him.
85.
170
and a half. So I thought they were a little tight on that one. Maybe hit him low on that big swoop, but boy, that was not much of a mistake.
Clayton Bigelow next to go. 9 flights for him. 22nd in the world right now. He won the world championship back in 2019. He's made 8 trips to the NFR, had some injuries, took a year off, has not been able to get back to the national final since then. His last NFR was in 2023.
Yeah, he just passed the $2 million mark in his career. That's how good he's had a career in riding bareback horses. All right, Bigelow. Oh, this looks good. This looks like Clayton Bigelow that won a world title. Good job off the fence. That horse kind of scooted away from him right there, but he made no mistakes.
California boy in the rodeo swing, kind of moving out west. Get a little momentum here in San Angelo, and who knows, maybe by the time you get to the 1st of June, could be in the top 15 in the world.
Boy, and how cool. It's just like, that was easy. 87 points. That puts him in the second, I believe. Bigelow at 173.
So Kate Saunier still in the top spot after that 88-point ride.
Boy, I could watch these guys ride. That's what I love about this. They work hard to make this short go here. It's almost 3 weeks long. But if you get in this last night, it is a ride-off, and it is so much fun. The electricity in this building is amazing.
Wyatt Wernicke will be next to go. Montana Cowboy, top Egyptian from Pickett's the draw.
No question, this has got to be the biggest stage he's been on yet. And he just watched 3 great rides in front of him. So if that doesn't pump you up, if you're Wyatt Wernicke, nothing does. Slides up under that handhold. You want your hips clear up under it. You lift on that rig, and that keeps your hips forward. It's not there to pull on. It's there to lift on. All right. Here's the move. Oh, what a nice horse. Wernicke. This looks nice. Maybe the kick went away, and it really went away right at the whistle. That's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him as far as his score. As far as what they mark the horse, half the score comes from the horse, the other half how well you ride. He made a really nice bareback ride. But you got to compare that ride to the 3 we just watched. It's not going to be as good, in my opinion.
Well, in this championship round, you need all the horsepower you can get.
Yeah, you do. And right through here, he had it, as you can see. But then this horse, right when he gets to the fence, watch the kick. Gone, and then way gone. And those last 2 jumps cost him probably being in the mid-80s.
Yeah, and those points, gone, and way gone.
Yeah,
82 for him.
Really what you don't want to hear.
No, you don't. 82. Jaco Roper getting set. Oklahoma. He's got Bronc. Jaco's made 2 of the last 3 NFRs.
Yeah, and he's looked good this year, in my opinion, Jeff. We've seen him at several of the short goes on this Texas swing.
29th in the world. He needs a big check out of San Angelo.
Jaco, Bronc, another horse. All these horses have either been to the NFR or they're probably going to go this year if they haven't been. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like I mentioned, it's really not a drawing contest. It's up to you on how well you ride. Jaco.
Yeah, he and his wife have twins. Probably enjoys being on the road. I've been in that twin situation myself. Yeah. His social media is fantastic, by the way.
That's like raising baby sheep. I mean, they just are always hungry, I'll bet.
Velociraptors is probably a better example. Jaco's social media is so much fun to watch.
All right, he was 86 on his first horse, so he needs to be about 90 to take the lead, and he might be. Look at the air this horse is getting. Jaco, good ride. This horse is kind of maybe weakening right there towards the end of it. But like I mentioned, he looks like he's really on his game this winter.
Kind of a wild start to that ride.
Good job. Pick up and get in there, get him on the ground. Good ride, really good ride. Look at the air right here. Big empty jump. He did a great job just picking that timing up. And then right through here, it's got to feel good. And so that was all spur ride by Jaco Roper. 87.5 for Roper. So he's going to move into second place at 173.5.
Yeah, second place in the round, second place in the average. Cade Saunier was the first Cowboy out, still sitting in that top spot. Here's Bradley Miller. I noticed his social media too. Bradley's saying that, he's the only number one ranked contestant in the world, Cowboy in the world, who didn't win Houston. So that gives you an idea how strong his winter and his spring has actually been.
Yeah, that really is something, isn't it? That's how dominating he's really been, because if you get that big hit at Houston, you're going to walk out of there with 60,000 plus. And he won a lot of the money at Houston. He just didn't get the big one.
Competition's probably lucky that he didn't
yeah.
stack that on top of the rest of the winter that he's had, and that's a comfortable lead as you kind of head into that summer run.
Boy, I like his style, too. He sets up a little more than some of the guys, and so, some of these little ranker horses moving left and right, it does not bother him much. He hasn't even got his hand ran in there yet, so they're doing something to some. He was letting maybe the flank man work back there a little bit, and then he gets back in there.
Last year's NFR wasn't as strong as his first one 2 years ago. He won rounds. He was very comfortable at that first NFR and walked away with a sack of money. Needs 89 here if he wants to move to the top spot.
Yeah, and I got to be honest, I thought last year at the NFR, I thought he rode really well. I thought they kind of missed him a night or two. Oh, boy, if they miss him here, they're blind. Look at this. This is the style I like. See how he's never loses focus of his target? A lot of guys will take that spur stroke up to their rigging and they'll snap their neck. So they'll lose sight of the neck of that horse just momentarily and then reposition their feet. He never, ever snaps his neck to lose it. Look at this. Little move left and right. He didn't even feel that. There's another move, and that horse's head's swinging left and right, but it's not bothering him a bit. He's even. He's square. Wait and see what they do. That looked good to me.
88 for him.
Wow.
That's going to move him into second place.
Yeah, 174, I believe.
Yeah, a half point behind Cade Saunier, a half point ahead of Jaco Roper. Luke Thrash, he's next in the batting order.
Drunk Bunny, I love this horse. Comes from Sparky Dreesen, another horse that's been to the national finals 3, 4, maybe the last 5 years. Thrash, he's having a great season, number 8 in the world right now. Luke, little stall, so they waived the markout rule, but he did a good job spurring him out. Drunk Bunny, he's not that easy. That circle right there, some drop. We may see a rewrite option, and the only reason we may is because that was only about a 6-second ride. The horse stalled. I'll wait and see what they do, but the whistle blew a little quicker than he was thinking it was going to. They may have started the clock. The horse broke the plane and then stepped back in and stood there. Right there, the plane broke, and that's when the time officially starts. Right here, though, Drunk Bunny, he was a handful. He was all there. Luke Thrash waiting for the score. Boy, looked good. Good finish right there, but that funky start kind of got him. 86.5.
There's the announcers here. Garrett Yerrigan, Boyd Paul Hamus did a great job. Everything. Josh Hambone Hilton, the general manager here at San Angelo, they put on a show.
Well, Luke Thrash to move to a tie for the lead now at 74.5. So that worked out good.
He and Cade Saunier sharing the top spot. Cole Reiner, Rocker Steiner, Wacey Schalla, Leighton Berry. Those are the guys that are yet to ride. 12 making this championship round here in San Angelo. So Cole Reiner is next to go. Buffalo, Wyoming, dark side the draw for him. When you look at Cole, he's got a really good resume. 11th in the world right now, 5 trips to the NFR, 27 years old. Missed the national finals rodeo last year.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, boy, he's making up for it, though. He's had a good winter. Won over $1.15 million in his career. And he's a guy we've seen at I'm going to say at least 3 of the finals is
Yeah.
little camera work there. You can tell how much pressure he is. Dark side. This is a good one. All right, here we go. Big air. Get going, Cole. This horse is going to kind of move down the fence. Boy, I'm not sure what they're going to do there. He came in second, so he had 88.5 points to start. So if he's 86, he's going to tie for the lead. It's going to be close. Big air right there. He's going to get some points for that. And then he makes a really good ride down here along the fence. Waiting for the score, 86.5. Ryder goes to the lead.
A brand new leader at the top. Breaks that two-way tie that we had. Rocker Steiner next, reigning world champion. What a year he had a year ago, and carried it over to the National Finals Rodeo, won his first world championship. Won $500,000 in bareback riding alone last season.
Yeah, he won almost $250,000 at the NFR, $204,000. That's a good week. He needs to be about 91 to win this, but how many times have you and I watched him be 90 or better? If anybody can do it, here comes Steiner. Big spur stroke. Man, oh man, he is eating this horse up. If you want to mark a ride close to 25, that could have been it. That was an outstanding bareback ride by Steiner. Holy cow, that was a good ride.
Got some fast feet, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know, you work with 25 points on the spur ride, 25 for the horse. There's 2 judges. So when you watch this ride, he is going to be a pile of points because that spur ride was amazing. Holy cow, I think he did it.
90.5 for Rocker Steiner. And that's going to move him to the top of the leaderboard. Number 1 in the round. Number 1 in the average.
Oh, man. He is fun to watch. He is so much fun to watch, but it's not over.
Yeah, you can see right there a complete point away over Cole Reiner in terms of the lead. Wacey, Schalla, Leighton Berry, the last 2 guys to go. We'll see Leighton Berry in 2 events, or Wacey Schalla in 2 events. We'll see him in bareback riding, see him again in the bull riding.
Well, he needs to be 88 now to catch Rocker Steiner. Schalla. Oh, this horse has got some drop. Wacey Schalla, man, he's been good in the bareback riding. Worked real hard to make it to the NFR the first time in this event in the bareback riding last year, and man, he has become a great bareback rider. Top 3 in the world standings.
Extremely tough in the bull riding.
Watch the drop right here, Jeff. This horse is going to score a lot of points because he is getting it on right here. Big air, lots of kick, a little left and right. And Schalla, those long legs, clear to the rigging. Oh, man, look at, holy cow.
91 for him. That gives him the lead in the round and the lead in the average with 1 Cowboy left to ride. And it's the guy that came in number 1, Leighton Berry.
Well, it puts him at 178.5. So Schalla's in the lead right now. Leighton Berry had a 92-point score on his first horse to win the go-around.
Now 87.5, that's all he needs.
That's it. And the horse is going to ice him. Oh, boy, here we go. It's up to Leighton Berry. Moves left and right. He is going for it. Beautiful ride. But I don't know if the horse is going to be enough.
How does that break your concentration? He stalls. They started to shut the gate, and the horse goes anyway.
Yeah, because in your mind, you know you're thinking, bring the gate, shut the gate, shut the gate. So they start bringing it, and it does make you relax a little bit. It didn't really affect his ride, but it just affected everything. Kind of the way the horse bucked. I mean, it really, you break this ride down, that's a great bareback ride, and that's a really good horse. But coming off those 2 big 90-point rides, not enough for Berry. 85, that's going to put him in the top 4.
So
Third to be exact.
Yeah,
Second.
Wacey Schalla, powered by that 91, winds up as your champion. Leighton Berry slides in there in second place. Rocker Steiner had the lead for a while. The last 2 guys were able to move past him. And Wacey Schalla, who's also in that all-around battle with Stetson Wright, gets a big check here in bareback riding. And again, we'll see him one more time in bull riding. And what a tough all-around cowboy from Oklahoma. we have in Wacey Schalla.
Today was about so much more than here in San Angelo. What does this get you closer to your goal towards by the end of the year?
Yeah, you know, I think I told you this is one of my bucket list rodeos last week at the Extreme Bulls, and to get it done in one event, have another chance of doing it again in the bull riding, it's just a blessing.
All right, we'll see you back here later on in the bull riding. What can we look forward to there?
I got a rematch. He actually bucked me off in this arena right there at the Extreme Bulls, so I kind of know what I'm up for.
All right, we look forward to seeing Wacey later on, but what a way to kick off this short go here in San Angelo.
Thank you, Haley. Congrats.
Well, Wacey Schalla running the table. 91 for him in this championship round. He wins the average. He wins the round, and I tell you, Tough Cowboy picks up a big check. We're just getting started in San Angelo. Steer wrestling coming up next. Justin Rumford entertaining the crowd, and there's a look at the steer wrestlers that are going to square off tonight, starting with a past world champion in there, J.D. Struxness.
Yeah, Struxness comes in. He was 17 flat on 2 steers, so they're on 3 steers. Excuse me. These guys have competed on 3. This will be their 4th steer they compete on to see who's going to be the champion. So it's going to be interesting. It goes from 17 flat all the way to 13-4 by Cody Devers right there. So there's a big spread in there, but the cattle, there's going to be a big spread in the cattle too, because all these guys bulldog 3 steers. So they all were in the hat when they drew into the finals. There's going to be some good ones. There are going to be some bad ones. So we'll see how the luck of the draw works for them.
Well, it's always big, especially in a championship round like this. Jesse
Yes.
Brown, Cody Devers, the top 2 in terms of time coming into this final round. They'll be the last 2 guys to go.
Yeah, you got a guy in there by the name of Tyler Wagaspack. He always seems to stir up the nest, doesn't he?
He only has 5 world championships. Yeah, he's right there and let Luke Branquino's zip code.
He always has a little something to say about something.
He does, and thrives on a night like tonight when the pressure's in the building and the titles are on the line. That's when he seems to rise to the occasion just about every time. Already off to a great start here in San Angelo. Wacey Schalla wins the bareback riding title. We'll see him again in the bull riding. Timed event into the arena comes to life. Struck's going to be the first guy to go. Chance to throw a low time at him and see how it holds up.
Yeah, JD, he's had a good winter as well. 9th in the world standings. Been to the finals 7 different times. All right, good head catch right here. It's going to set the pace. Great run. 4-6. That's a solid run here at San Angelo. Boy, this guy is so strong, and great finishes on cattle that he just very seldom messes up. Another look at it, riding his own horse. That steer broke and ran pretty hard, but picked his head up. Great job by the Hazer to get in there and have that steer do that. Slowed him down just a midden. 4.6. Puts him in there at 21-6.
Cole Tunney, the next Cowboy. That's kind of the goal, isn't it? If you're first out, just put a pretty good time on it and see if that keeps the pressure and have some guys fold in this final round.
Yeah, it can apply pressure. You're right. Cole Tunney, for example, he comes in, he was 15-6 on 3. So he's got about a second and a half to deal with here. But he's clear down the arena using all of it. Good finish down there. 5.6 seconds for Colt. That puts Colt Tunney in the lead now. 21-2.
Yeah, you look at this arena, similar to the NFR, wouldn't you say? I mean, it's a smaller building, pretty tight confines here.
It is. You know, if you missed the barrier, and I actually wasn't looking to see how close he was to that barrier. If he missed it or that steer just ran hard and got him down towards the bucking sheets. So 21-2 now is the target thereafter.
Trace Harris, Texas Cowboy.
Yeah, young, just 24 years old. His career's just starting. He was 16.5 seconds on 3 steers. Nice horse, gets him through there. Good head catch. Here we go. Good run. 4-4. 4-4.
Fastest time so far, and he's going to move to the top of the average.
Yeah, 20.9. Boy, so far the steers have been very, very good and even. Get a look at it.
Well, if you're coming in the top of the average, you don't want all those good steers going at the top. You hope a couple of those got spread to the bottom.
You know there's some tricky ones in there, and they haven't showed up yet, have they?
No. Coy Johnston, Nebraska Cowboy.
Yeah, he's just 21 years old. He's really, really starting. And I like this little yellow horse they ride. I watched this horse earlier in the week, watching San Angelo at home, and this little horse darn sure will get through the hole in good shape. Coy, good start. Oh, get down in there. Here we go. Finish it. Good run down the arena, 5-2, but you let that steer kind of get out there on him. And the steer step left just a little bit, so that makes your horse run further to get your feet on the ground. Right there. May have been off the barrier here, so that steer got out in front of him. 5.2.
Leaves him in third place overall. Well, Trace Harris has got the lead, 20-9 on 4. Struckness now bumped down, splitting third place, getting closer to the midway point in this championship round in steer wrestling. It's the big guy event. Horsepower is so key. California Cowboy, Grant Peterson.
Yeah, riding Banker. This is a horse with shape as that steer got in front of him. You can see when they come left like that, boy, that's a tough shot. So Grant Peterson has a little trouble.
Is that a tricky steer or just a little late leaving?
Well, maybe a little both, but I think the steer, he looked like he was patterned that way a little bit. When they do that, it is really hard to get around there, especially on a kind of a little tighter arena like this. You don't have a lot of room to work with. So Banker, he'd have had to really get moving to get around that outside.
Well, still kind of waiting for lightning to strike in this championship round.
It might be right here. Tony Aska, he's fun to watch.
Hempstead, Texas.
Played basketball in college. Oh, man, his horse kind of leaked off the corner, and that kind of messed his start up. Oh, too bad for Tony. He'll go out with a no time.
That's 2 in a row, back-to-back, that just haven't quite been able to get it done. Getting a little closer to Tyler Waguespack's. Jesse Brown, Cody Devers, Trace Harris still comfortably in front. And here comes Wag, 5-time world champion in Tyler Waguespack. You look at him, he's 35 years old, chasing history, would love to tie the most ever, which is 6 world titles. Right now he's number 2 in the world. He's had a really good spring.
He has, hasn't he? 11 times he's been to the finals. 2.7 million. Riding his bay horse. This is a horse of his. Trying to get him in that corner and kind of break down the wall a little straight. None of this seems to bother him either. Some guys, this kind of gets in their head. They think, oh, I got to hurry. I don't think Tyler Waguespack even worries about that stuff. See him hold his hand out, just trying to make that horse lock on. There's the nod. If he got out, it's got a quick head catch. That steer's dragging him down the arena a little bit. 5 flat for Waguespack.
That should be good enough to move him right up there at the top of the leaderboard in the average.
Spot. Yeah. 20.4, and if he could have got a good go at this steer, see how his feet kind of drug on him, then that steer's backing up on him. That one was not that easy to be 5 flat on.
He's got the lead, but he got 5 guys still to steer wrestle, and all of them came in with a better time than Wag had on 3. Looking at the batting order. Might be Cimarron Thompson here getting ready to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to wait for the key to come up. You're right, it is Cimarron. Now, Cimarron comes in. He was 15-3 on 3 steers. So he could be 5 flat and take the lead away from Waguespack. He's got a little cushion, not a lot. That's got to be a good run. But if he gets the right steer, this steer comes under him. No time.
Boy, When left in this building is just kind of a death sentence.
It is, especially if you got to be 4 or 5 seconds. You know, you could maybe get around there, and it's tough to haze them too because you don't want to give them too much room, but if you don't want to push them, you don't want to push them that way. So you lay off them. So when they get around there, then the steer steps away from them.
Darned if you do, and darned if you don't.
No, it's tough.
Colin Fox, Manville, Texas.
Yeah, he's got a good chance. He was 14-2. So he's got about 6 seconds to work with. That steer's got him down the arena. Fox's feet lit wrong. Now he needs to stand him up and throw him by hand, and he will, but that was what we call luck of the draw there.
Man, if you're Tyler Wagaspack, you watch 2 guys fall by the wayside. Got to dodge 3 more steer rustlers if he's going to get the win. 2 of those guys, heavy-duty National Finals rodeo experience. Chase Crane will be a little bit lighter on that side in terms of the big-time moments. And Tyler Wagaspack, 5 flats, still has the overall lead in the average. And Chase Crane, Oklahoma City Cowboy.
Look at Wagaspack right there helping him in box, too. That's pretty cool. Chase, it's got to be 5 flat to take the lead away from Tyler now. 5-1 to time, 5 flat to take the lead. He just needs a layup right here. Needs a good steer. Steps a little to Hazer. That's all right. Here it comes. Oh, come on. Get him over. Oh,
wow.
5-9.
That was going to be fast. That was going to be fast. Well, those hind legs on that steer, they weren't moving.
No.
They were stuck in the ground.
Look at that. Right there. I mean, everything looked good. There wasn't anything he did wrong right there. That steer that might have been his M.O. So Chase Crane.
Well, Jesse
moves
Brown
into 4th place.
And Jesse Brown's been down there helping those guys too.
Yeah.
His moments arrived. Came in the top 2 in terms of the average race.
Yeah, he was 14-1 on 3.
He's got some breathing room.
He does. Yes, he does. He's got about 6.3 seconds to be exact. So Brown riding banker. Man, he's been something else. He's already been to 6 National Finals rodeos. I keep thinking of Jesse as being little Jesse. He's a veteran. All right, here we go. Oh, this steer, I think he's good. Here it comes. Jesse Brown goes to the lead. That little one-horn down steer right there, I remembered him. Oh, he looked good. 4.2 and 18.3 for Brown. So he takes over the lead away from Wagaspack.
Shades of Wacey Schalla, number 1 in the round, number 1 in the average at 4-2. Putting all the heat on Cody Devers, who'll be the last guy to go.
Well, Devers was 13-4 on 3, so he's still got a little breathing room, but it's getting a little tighter. He's going to have to be 4-8, I believe, to tie. All right, Cody.
2 trips to the National Finals rodeo. He's 49th in the world right now, so he needs a check.
Well, if he gets a big one, they may be back on the road again, but that steer came left, got him way down the arena. He's still going to win a good check, but that's not the steer he needed to get ahead of Jesse Brown, so Jesse Brown's going to walk out of here the San Angelo champion.
Yeah, and for Jesse, he's going to win the round. He's going to win the average.
Yeah, Devers goes to number 2, so good for him. And that's what a lead like that, it helped on a bad steer. But Jesse Brown, how about that?
You know, and he came in 12th in the world standing. So Jesse going to move up in the world standing. Some big checks from San Angelo. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, he's going to get out of here with nearly 20 grand probably. So that's a big move, isn't it?
Yeah, Tyler Wagaspack winds up in 3rd place. Trace Harris had the lead for quite a while. He's going to finish in 4th. Nobody better than Jesse Brown, though, in terms of the average or the go-around. Here's Haley.
You run steers all over the country all year long, but this is your second win here in San Angelo. What's it like to back in the box second high call and accomplish your goal?
Yeah, it's one of the coolest rodeos, one of the coolest short rounds we go to all year, because, I mean, it's literally packed from the arena to the top of this building, and if there's an empty seat, they're probably getting a beer or taking the kids to the bathroom, so it's pretty cool.
And Jesse, you already have one set of these stirrups. Are these going to go right next to the other ones?
I think so, yeah. They match pretty well.
Mantel's going to be stacked. Congratulations on another great year.
Congratulations. Now back.
Well, you know, we've been watching Jesse Brown since he started. He left football to become a rodeo cowboy, and he's a good one.
Yeah, a really good one. You know, he's not going to get to hang around San Angelo and have much fun. I think he's in Clovis, California, either tomorrow or the next day. So he's headed to California, but great run for Jess.
Yeah, Texas swing comes to an end. Everybody starts migrating their way out to California. Coming up, tie-down roping. This is a tie-down roping town. Get ready for a Wild West shootout.
Yeah,
there's a look at the lineup. Corey Solomon, he's an NFR veteran. We're going to see him coming up. There's Hancock and Joel Harris, his brother Ty. It's been tough here before. He's doing well in the world standings, but Ty did not make this championship round tonight.
Yeah, you look at that number 3 guy, Sam Lewis. That's the son of Brent Lewis. And Brent Lewis, of course, we remember his career and how fun it was to watch. He was probably one of the best pure cowboys that I ever got to know. But his son, Sam, he looks just like his dad. He's going to have a great career ahead of him, too.
Man, Brent wasn't the biggest guy in the world, but he was a tornado, wasn't he?
He was. I always kidded him about riding Broncs, and I think he did get on a couple of them. He could have done anything he wanted. He is pure cowboy.
It's going to be a great championship round. We'll have 12 tie-down ropers fighting it out. Kind of like the steer wrestling. They got a few heads under their belt, so it's going to be the best total on 4.
Yeah, you look at the guys that make the top 12. It's quite a feat to get in here, Jeff. There was probably, I don't know for sure, but I want to say probably 150 or 60 calf ropers to start it off. They all rope 2 calves. They bring the top 80 back for the semifinal round. They all rope another calf, and then the top 12. So to work your way through that mess and to end up here is pretty amazing, no matter what you do in this final round.
Pax Vogel, Kansas Cowboy, is going to be first out.
He comes in 29.8 seconds on 3 calves. So Vogel, he needs to really ring one up right now. Calf moves off to the left a little bit and missed his target.
Not the way we wanted to start.
No.
You want to put the heat on these guys. Doesn't happen for him. It's been a while since we've seen Corey Solomon at the National Finals Rodeo. 10 times he's qualified. Last time he was there, 2023. 36 years of age or 35 years of age. Finished 18th in the world last year. 3 spots out of the NFR.
Yeah, he was close. Right now he's like 35th, I think, in the world standings, which that sounds way down there, but that's only about 10,000 out of 15th at this time of year. So that's what a big win, a big run right now would really do for Solomon. That'd get him in a great spot headed to the spring rodeos in California.
With the money that's out in pro rodeo right now, I don't think you're ever really safe. Everybody's fighting to that last day in September.
No, you're not. Oh, man.
It's a lively
catch.
one.
Oh, this calf does not look good. I mean, when they come, when you rope him like that, he looked like a good one when he roped him, but then all that bucking and stuff going on, you can see Corey, that's luck of the draw right there. 19 flat, and I thought he maybe was going to get a chance on that one. No luck. I mean, puts him in the lead, but not for very long. 48-3 on 3 calves, or on 4 calves. Man, they've roped a lot of calves here at San Angelo.
Got to be a little frustrated with that draw in this championship round. Sterling Smith next to go. We talk about Fort Worth, Texas being the cowboy capital of the world. It's home of the Cowboy Channel. Stephenville, Texas, pretty good in its own right as well.
Trying to get the calf out of the arena.
I like going to Stephenville, eating at Hard 8, and there's no telling who you're going to run into.
Everybody's there, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
if you're especially in the timed event end of the world, if you're trying to be one of the best in the world standings, consistently. You got to get down that country and live, because it's just where it all happens.
I think the last time I went to Hard 8, Dale Brisby was in there.
That had to be entertaining.
And it was. Justin Rumford, one of the greatest rodeo clowns on the planet. Multiple Clown of the Year for the PRCA. Here comes Sterling Smith. So far, it's wide open.
Yeah.
A 19 flat. Nobody's been able to set the world on fire yet.
So he's a little late. See him whip right there. He had to get his course up there. He was 29-1 on his first 3 calves. Picks him up off the ground, deadlifts him right here. Good run down the arena, 11-7, but boy, that little missed start right there coming out of the box made him running way down there to make that 11-7 run.
This tie-down roping is still wide open.
Yeah, puts him in there at 40-8. Right there, you can see. He just missed it, and he knew it the second that calf left. That calf split the gates and was going. Right here, had to double flanking. That slowed him down just a little bit. I mean, it wasn't a terrible calf, but he wasn't very good.
And the bucking chutes are in your replay.
That's
things have gone sideways.
No,
things have gone sideways.
When Zeke Thurston's hollering at you and you can hear him, you're in trouble in the calf rope.
Yeah. When he's giving you encouragement,
Yes.
that's bad.
Yes.
Brody Clemens, another Texas Cowboy, Weatherford, Texas. Great rodeo in Weatherford as well. Part of that rookie class for 2026.
Yeah, he's a good one. 19 years old, 26 in the world standings, so he's had a decent winter. His first year going on the Texas swing. Clemens, 28-9 on 2. Can ride his horse forward, just reset him in that corner. You want him leaving off your hand. No hesitation. When they go, you go. Oh, might have been a little hesitation, but it might have helped. All right, Brody, he's to him. Lift. Again. Look at him hook him with that back leg. Oh, that's not fair. That's a big old-fashioned calf. And now he's going to kind of flounder around there, 16.3. I thought we had a good run set up there.
You and I were watching last night. We kind of noticed the same kind of thing. You had some calves that were pretty darn healthy.
Yeah, they are. And they've been here, like I said, they've been here 3 weeks. So I think they put them on a diet here, and they just keep feeding them because they look plenty strong.
You can throw your back out on that one.
That one you could have.
That one's a lead sled.
45-2.
This thing is still wide open. Sterling Smith has the lead. We're far from done. Colton Souther, 20 years old. Should be next to go.
Yeah, boy, we see a lot of youngsters. Colton's one of them, too. Souther. He'll run through one. He was 28-8 on 3. So Sterling Smith right now at 40-8. If he just jumps out there and if he's 9 seconds or quicker, he can take the lead. Get to him. Big flank. Oh, now his horse is backing up, overworking. He's not going to get him flanked either. 13-3.
Just before he got to that calf, it was shaping up like the best run we had seen so far. Went sideways from there. The Sterling Smith still sitting in that top spot.
Yeah, Colton, believe it or not, moves to second now, 42-1.
And Cash Enderle is he's what's standing between us and the midway point of the tie-down roping.
I know. You can see that calf kind of moving away from him in that flank. His horse, man, if he could have took one step right there, that would have probably helped.
Well, we're looking for a star here, looking for somebody to kind of break the ice.
If you're sitting there, you're Bo Cooper or Sam Lewis or any of these guys, Dylan Hancock, you're thinking, man, this is going to be a layup now. But as you can see, these calves, they've had a chance to get pretty fresh. Here comes Enderle. He's down the arena, maybe one jump. Now his horse finally stops. That hurt him a little bit. Now he's going to miss flanking.
Well, the first
13-9.
half of the championship round, and tie-down roping snake bit.
You watch this. When he ropes this calf and he gets out in that right stirrup, his little horse kind of jumped forward, didn't want to stop till he finally cleared him.
Well, out of the first 6 in tie-down roping finals, 11.7 is the fastest time that we've seen. We've had a no time. We've had a 19, 16. 13's been a popular number.
I'll bet you dinner that 11.7 does not win this round.
I will not take that.
You took it. I heard that.
Might change right here with Dylan Hancock.
Yeah.
We've been talking about these San Angelo Cowboys. You know they're motivated. We'll see Dylan Hancock now. The next to last to go will be Joel Harris. Nobody's put the heat on him, so he goes out, puts down a solid run right here. He's going to take a big lead.
You know, and Dylan Hancock, he'll steer wrestle, he'll tie down rope, he'll team rope. It doesn't matter. If it's got a rope involved, he's in. All right, sets it up. Watch this crowd. His looks good. This crowd's loud. The calf straightened, push. I think that's enough to take the lead, but that's not enough maybe to hold the lead.
11.8 for him.
Oh, man.
Number 6 in the world, couple trips to the NFR. Finished number 6 in the final world standings last year. Right now he is number 1 in the round.
Yeah, 40.4, but boy, that door is wide open for 4 more guys. You know, right there when he went to gather that calf, wasn't a thing he did wrong. That calf just started straining and working against him. He finally mashes him together and finishes the run.
Number 1 in the
8.
Yeah, number 1 in the average, number 2 in the round.
Yeah.
Right now 11.8 looks all world. Cole Clemens getting set. 19th in the world. Made the NFR back in 2024. Another youngster. He's just 21 years of age.
21 years old.
Cole, we're looking for a hero.
Might be him. Finished in the top 20 in 2025. Clemens. All right. Get a good start, set this run up. Boy, these calves are big, though. I will say, these are real calves. No time.
These are looking like NFR calves from 1998.
They do. We need Joe Beaver with that knee brace on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pack team him. Bring in Joe Beaver with the knee brace. We need a little help here.
The message from the tie-down roping calves is, come on, we've been expecting you. We got a little something extra for you.
It's I like it. I don't think they like it, but it's fun to watch.
It is. Good Cowboy stuff. Bodie Matson, Sturgis, South Dakota.
Matson is 27-7 on 3. 19th. Excuse me, he's not ranked. But he could be by the end of this run. Bodie. Oh, quick catch. Oh, big calf. He's getting away from him. His horse kind of ran out of room right there. Keep moving forward. He's got a good chance. Good run.
10-8.
Move him to the lead.
In the round and the average. We're going to mess around and have a run in the 9s here if we're not careful. 10-8.
38-5. That was a little better. Man, I thought he was going to be really quick, but you can see this calf just comes right back at him, and I mean, he's all there. That little sorrel horse was trying to get a spot where he could back up a step or two, and he did a great job doing that, especially back in that corner.
Oh,
so
we're gonna
38-5.
We're going to finish it with a bang. Sam Lewis, Joel Harris, and Bo Cooper.
All right, Sam.
That does look like Brent Lewis riding in, doesn't it?
Oh, my gosh, yeah, it's a clone. The way he gets off his horse, runs to cattle, kind of like Riley Pruitt and Troy Pruitt the same way. They just look just exactly like their dad.
Well, let's see what Brent Lewis's mini-me can get done right here.
Clone. They may clone Brent. All right, Sam.
And, well, he's from
20 years
Amarillo.
old.
Venaclausen's right there, the veterinarian that can clone. Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. Set up. Big black volley calf. Sam's to him. Big lift right there. This is it. Don't mess up. One more. Finish it. Lewis goes to the lead. Now we're talking.
by a mile.
Wow.
8-8.
36-3. And that was just a solid run. I mean, that's a pay attention to every step. Good head catch. Now watch when he gets doing this flank. Big lift right there. That really helped. And then right there, I thought he was going to get his string in his way, but it luckily popped out where he could get a hold of it.
That's like
Man.
the equivalent of a 7 flat on lighter cattle, isn't it?
Yeah, or 6.5.
Yeah, maybe so.
kidding.
Wow. And here comes Joel Harris.
All
What
right.
a talented tie-down roper this kid is.
Came in 0.2 of a second faster than Sam Lewis, so he needs to be 9-1 to tie.
18th in the world, couple trips to the national finals rodeo.
You can't help but root for Joel Harris. Both he and Ty, you know, they're just so much fun to watch. All right, Joel, he's got him caught. He's to him in a hurry. This is a great flank. Joel Harris, keep moving. I don't know if he's going to get the lead now, but great run at 10-6.
It's manual labor tonight, man. These cattle are a challenge.
There's no pups.
No.
That's one thing about it. It's been a rope off, and I don't know if they drew it all the calves and everybody roped or if they set this pen, but it's been dead even.
And you're right, it really has been fun to watch. 10-6 for Joel Harris.
37-9, I believe.
Yep, second place for him. Sam Lewis still has the lead, and Bo Cooper. Pretty talented Canadian comes in here. Started the night number 1 in the average. Is he going to finish the night that way?
Well, he was 26-2. So he needs to be 10-1 to tie, 10 flat to take the lead. Cooper, I talked to him in the office here, and he was, you know, he's Zeke Thurston's first cousin. They're great friends. Zeke's a heck of a roper himself, but Bo said, man, it'd be great if Zeke and I could both win our events.
Yeah, he needs it. Just inside the top 50 in the world.
Oh, man, good catch. Cooper, big flank. This is going to determine it. He's still okay, but he needs to get things rolling, and this calf just took him out of it. 13-8. Gosh darn.
Those guys are going to be sore tomorrow.
That's full contact calf roping right there.
They're going to feel like they've been in a bar fight. Oh, my.
I will say nobody had a pup. Nobody backed into it.
No.
But that Sam Lewis made one heck of a run.
Wow, 8-8 for Sam Lewis. Going to wind up with a pretty comfortable win here by about a second and a half. And that's a lot of daylight between first and second. Joel Harris, the San Angelo Cowboy, winds up in second place. Bo Cooper came in number 1. He had a lively one. He's going to wind up in the top 4. There's a look out went. Yeah, that was a fist fight. Let's get to Haley.
Sam, tonight you were out with the Wolves and you came out on top. This is your hometown rodeo via college. What do you have to say to all these fans out here that support you?
Love San Angelo.
That's all you have to say to them?
They've done a lot for me. That school, Casey, he's done a tremendous thing for me, and he backs me all the way. I appreciate him.
Well, this is a tremendous win. Congratulations, and sets a young career. We'll see him back here in Angelo.
Congratulations, Sam.
Well, we're used to seeing those runs in the high 6s, low to mid 7s. 8-8 was the best tonight, and it was a really good one from Sam Lewis.
It was. You don't see many standing ovations for an 8-8. You do in San Angelo. This is real calf roping country.
Yeah, fun to watch. That was old school, as a matter of fact. Zeke Thurston, Damian Brennan, Cade Bruno, the headliners when we come back. Glad you're with us on the Cowboy Channel as we get back to San Angelo championship round here. Saddle bronc riding. We got in the 90s in bareback riding, Butch. I got to think we're going to see that again here in the bronc riding.
Yeah, we certainly could. You know, of course, the talent on that side is just loaded with Zeke and Lefty and all those guys. But you look on the horse side, again, we talk about Pickett's and Pete Carr's and Sparky Dreesen's in the Lou. That's a horse they've been 90 on before. Rodeo Nights is a really, really good young horse that Zeke has. Revolver, that's a really good horse. The Ryder Sanford, and Ryder Sanford's riding as good as anybody right now. So it's going to be anybody's game. It's going to be a fun ride-off. Only 3.5 points separates the whole crew.
Blake Stooks, first Cowboy out. You look at Blake, he's 35th in the world, 22 years of age. And he's in prime time right here in San Angelo.
Yeah, and that horse was a handful. There was a lot of drop, especially right out of the chute. Kind of had Blake behind, maybe 2 jumps, and then he finished a really strong ride. But you watch these first jumps right here. Little breakover, and then he just gets set right down from that point forward. That was a beautiful Bronc ride. So that's going to set a pretty good score up there for somebody to try to beat.
I think it's going to be 80.5 points for Blake. And talked about Cade Bruno. He's made the championship round in every Western or Texas Swing Rodeo. That is quite an accomplishment. And he is kind of has the world standings to prove it. Number 3 in the world, 4 trips to the NFR. Cade Bruno, we've talked about him. He's the complete package. Done about everything except win a world title.
Yeah. $1.2 million. Look at that horse. Look at that mane. I just love it. These Broncs are supposed to look that way. They're the kind of horses, French Jacket especially, you get on these, you're excited, but you're nervous because you know it can go either way. Well, if you get things rolling, get a good spur out, get ahead of them, man, oh man, it's a great feeling, but it's not getting weak. This horse won't weaken somewhere in that ride. Some horses buck hard for 4 and 5 seconds, then they get kind of nice. These kind of horses in the finals like tonight, like we watched in the Bareback Riding, they don't weaken much. They stay strong for 8 seconds. So Bruno comes in. He was 85 on his first horse.
Yeah, there's guys coming back with 2 to 3 points.
Trying to get Fringe Jacket just to square up just a little bit. Something he's not liking right in there. All right, Cade. There's the mark out. This horse is bucking. Got some drop. Bruno, holy cow, what a ride.
Boy, you're right. That Bronc did not weaken one iota.
In 8 seconds, that horse was stronger than the first one. Boy, how good has Cade Bruno been all winter? He's been at every finals on the Texas Swing.
And he was not disappointing in San Angelo.
We may see a 90 right off the bat. Big, strong jumps right through here. I mean, Bruno, when they're doing this, you know you got to beat him to the ground or they're going to rip that saddle right away from you. Get right, Cade.
Yeah, 88.5 points for him. That's a little deeper in the round. Might have hit the 90 point right there. The judges saving a little bit of room.
Yeah, they tend to, and that's just human nature, I think. So that puts him in there at 173.5. So he's in a pretty good spot.
You talked about Ryder Sanford. He's got Revolver. P-Car Bronc. When Ryder putting together a very solid 2026 season.
Yeah, he is so far, isn't he? He went to the NFR in 2023. He's been in the top 20. Hadn't made it back yet, but right now he's 12th in the world. Oh, man, look at that Bronc. Sanford gets up. He may have been a little sore when he got on. I don't think that caused him to get up and kind of limp back. He may have been fighting a little injury. You know, it's been a long winter. Some of these guys have, and you can see. I just think maybe there's something more to that than we see. Ryder Sanford, no score.
Lefty Holman. Big Lefty Holman fan. He's 18th in the world right now. 5 trips to the National Finals Rodeo. 12th in the world a year ago in the final standings.
Yeah, he's 18th in the world. He's $900 out of 15th. So that's how tight everything is. So he's in a good spot.
Yeah, he could change that right here.
He's got a horse called Riding for First from Pickett's. I like the name. If you don't know the horse and they name him Riding for First, you get on with a pretty good attitude. Good mark out. Oh, man. Lefty Holman. Keep going. This horse has got some drop. Right in front of the judge. Big circle right there. I don't think he's going to get ahead of Cade Bruno in the round. But Lefty came in with 86 points, so he had a 1-point lead over Cade. So it's going to be close. Good look right here. His feet maybe hanging just a little, and then he really got free and finished strong right there. Maybe the first 3 jumps, 85.5. That puts him in second place, I believe. 171.5.
Yeah, he's a couple points behind Cade Bruno. Tyrell Roberts next to go. Another talented Canadian Bronc rider.
All right, Tyrell.
He's a little bit off the pace. We'll need a 90 to move to the top spot of the leaderboard.
Primarily Delta. Tyrell, 84 points. He came in the bottom hole, 12th hole. Oh, what a nice bronc. Tyrell, keep going. The horse kind of moving out just a little bit at the end of that ride, but really good bronc ride. Look how fat that little horse is. A big belly. It's probably a mare. It probably has a colt in her, so she'll go home in the spring, have that baby. We'll have another great bucking horse. Look at it. Man, jumps and kicks. Good hang time. I mean, that is so much fun if you're a bronc rider to get on one with that much timing. Really pretty ride.
83.5, third place average-wise. Cade Bruno, 88.5, still in the top spot. No, we're not done.
Oh, boy, we're not done. This is wild. Oh, come on.
Joe McQueen.
Joe McQueen just stuck one. This is going to be one of those deals. I think the crowd's going to really start booing when they hear the score. This horse was really wild and not easy to ride. Joe did a good job through all that. But I don't know if the horse had enough kick to be 88 or some of that stuff. Watch this. Big jump in the air, but then a little scoot. Not much kick there, then a kick, then no kick, then a kick. And he's going to be 82 points. He did everything he could do to get enough points out of him, but that's just little baby Bugs just has a little bit to learn to be a consistent bronc.
It's fun to see these Australian cowboys come on over. We'll see Damian Brennan coming up a little bit later on. Joe McQueen from Australia. Dave Appleton started all that. First Australian to win a PRCA world title. And Cade Bruno, second cowboy out, still comfortably in top.
Hang on to that lead.
Absolutely. Chase Brooks could change it. Chase knows his way to Las Vegas in the National Finals Rodeo. Chase, number 6 in the world right now, and you talked about In the Lou. This might be the matchup of the night.
Yeah, this could be good. In the Lou can have a couple different trips, but if this horse has the rank trip, yeah, no question about it, Chase Brooks has got a chance to be 90 right now. You see him there just snugging that saddle down. He's just readjusting things in that chute.
Because this is the horse that Dawson Hay was 90 points on last.
Chase. Boy, he's had a great career, hadn't he? 6 trips to the Wrangler NFR. Almost 1.5 million he's had in winnings. And one year, he went to the NFR, and he didn't go there healthy. If he'd have been healthy, he probably would have been at 1.6, 1.7, but boy, look at that horse all slicked off. These horses, they take such good care of them. See him snugging that front cinch down. You don't want to pull them too tight, but you don't want your saddle moving, because if it runs back, that's a really bad feeling. Puts you behind everything. So you want it to stay up right there, kind of over the breaks of that shoulder. You want about a half a stirrup over that front end, over that point of the shoulder that they determine the markout rules on.
I can maybe move to Mitch Story.
Are we going to move?
Yeah, I'm going to roll it. Rough motion will be the Bronc. Just kind of looking for a volunteer at this point.
Big chance for Mitch Story. He was 87 on his first horse here. Picked up a good check on that first go around.
Still looking for him. Maven rolled a Damian Brennan.
I'm not sure who they're going with.
Yeah.
So.
He's trying to get somebody ready. Yeah, I think Damian Brennan is going to be next.
Damo?
Yep. So, you got Damian Brennan right now, number 5 in the world. 3 trips to the NFR. Couple of opportunities to win that world championship. Just hasn't quite been able to finish that thing off.
Boy, he's always been in the conversation, though, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
when you keep giving yourself chances are you may just wind up winning one. I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Comes in, he was 87 on his first horse, so Needs to be 86. Oh, hung one jump right there. This horse is dropping. He's a handful. He's got to be 86 and a half, I think, to take the lead, 86 to tie. And that was a long 8 seconds for Damian Brennan.
Yeah, he's kind of like Dawson Hay does not like the pickup man. He makes an exit his own way.
Yeah, he does. Look at this. This looks good.
Crowd doesn't
right
like
off the
it.
fence, the horse didn't kick one jump, and he hung one jump out of the chute, 85 and a half. I think he could. I think that was plenty of horse to have got him there, but those 2 little mistakes, and they're not much, but they're enough when you're trying to determine winners. You got to do it.
Yeah,
puts him in there in second place.
Misses the lead by about a point. Mitch Story, go back to him this time.
All right, Mitch. Oh, this horse moving left and right. Has him in trouble, kind of lifted up. And a tough Bronc. You watch this horse, the way he bucks, he pumps his head. So every time you're lifting on your rein, when you need the length out of it, his head's coming up. And it really changes how a saddle feels. Oh, they might have got him at the gate. Well, I don't know if I'd agree with it, but I don't think it really mattered. Right through here, this looks pretty good, but right there, see how his feet are hanging and he's out of time? That horse's head, he just keeps, anytime he lifts to try to change that, his rein just gets longer and longer. No score.
You got 3 Cowboys left. All 3 are NFR veterans. Chase Brooks, Colby Wanchuk, Zeke Thurston. Chase Brooks should be first. We kind of gave him a nice setup a while ago. Number 6 in the world right now. Just under $1.5 million in career earnings. Trying to get back to the National Finals Rodeo after missing it last year.
All right, Chase, you've got your chance right now. You know, and you don't know what kind of trip this horse is going to have, so you got to expect the rank trip. No question about that. You want a good, strong mark out. Don't get behind at the start of this ride because they'll make you wear it. These rank ones do. Brooks, number 6 in the world, so he could make another good move in the standings if he could get out of here with a big check close to 20 grand.
Need an 87.5 or better.
All right. In the loo. There we go. Chase Brooks. Get set back down. This is a nice trip. Oh, this looks good. Good Bronc ride for Chase. Wow. You know, that horse can have several different trips. She can be left and right and, you know, tight circle or just put her head down like that and just give you every opportunity. And Chase got the good opportunity, but he took advantage of it. So that's impressive.
Here's our first 90.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Can you look at the kick? I mean, the kick is all the way through this ride. This horse is jumping, kicking, plenty of timing. So now we have a lead change.
In the round and in the average. So Chase Brooks, by about 3 points, moves to the top.
176.5.
But we're not done. Colby Wanchuk
Nope.
and 4-time world champion Zeke Thurston, all yet to go. So Chase just going to have to try to hold off Canada right here.
All right, Colby. Pete Carr's got this one. Midnight Train.
91.5 or better.
Well, I like the way Colby rides. He's so good and good drag with his feet. That means he gets good contact with his spur all the way through the spur motion. Ooh, had to sneak by that gate. They're going to wave the mark out early, I'm pretty sure. But boy, oh boy, this is a nice Bronc. Wanchuk, good ride. You know, when they run you down the gate like that, you kind of got to move in your saddle. You can't spur him out and get that good timing right off the bat. But he did a great job. He didn't make any mistakes because of it. Right there's the stall. Then you can see how he waited, had to clear that gate, and then gets his timing, but no problem. 90.5 for Colby Wanchuk.
So back-to-back scores at 90 plus. Colby Wanchuk, 176 for him.
Puts him in second.
Yep. Chase Brooks, 176.5.
See, that just lets you know a half a point either way can determine what you win. Boy.
Yeah, and that sets the stage for Zeke Thurston, 4-time world champion. What a career Zeke Thurston has put together.
Well, he's got to be 89 to tie, 90 to win it outright.
At age 31, he won world titles in 16, 19, 22, and 23, and had that gold buckle almost in his hands last December.
Yeah, he did.
We saw a rare mistake from Zeke Thurston.
You know, the thing about Zeke, he seems to feed off this stuff too. How many times have we seen him in this position? Well, he's got to be 90 to win. Well, what do you know? Here comes
Not a
Thurston.
problem.
Boy, he has been the most dominating Bronc rider for the last decade, no question about it. 4 world titles, 6 Canadian titles.
So much fun to watch at the Calgary Stampede, which will come up here on the Cowboy Channel in July.
All right, Zeke, it's up to you. Get going. This horse is kind of taken off on. We may see a rewrite option. That's what a young horse will do. That's usually a great Bronc, but that horse showed her young side tonight. There's an orange flag. That means a rewrite coming in for Thurston. So it's not over till it's over. And I think they'll hold him till the bull riding to see who's going to win the Bronc riding. Yeah, right there. Good call by the judges. I mean, that you want a fair opportunity. And if you put that horse in that pin of Broncs, definitely stood out as not a fair opportunity. So Zeke Thurston will get a rewrite.
Well, Chase Brooks at this point in time at the lead, 176.5. Colby Wanchuk in second at 176. Cade Bruno hanging in there, 173.5 as well. So that's a lot of fun. That's quite a setup right there. And the drama will continue. We'll wait until we get all the way to saddle bronc riding or bull riding to settle our saddle bronc riding title here in San Angelo. Coming back to the other end of the arena. Breakaway roping coming up. Jackie Crawford's been great. Danielle Lohman comes in number 1. Back in San Angelo, stock show and rodeo, breakaway roping. That's how they look coming in. Danielle Lohman has been really good. 4 and 2 on 2. Those times are unbelievable. And Jackie Crawford will be one of the first cowgirls to go. I just think they should enjoy the fact that they're not going to have to get off and tie those calves based on what we saw in the tie-down roping.
Yeah.
It's okay
those ropers, the tie-down guys are wishing those would have been the breakaway calves. They didn't have to deal with it. But, you know, Danielle Lohman, she won the first round. She was 8 or 9 seconds. So, you know, it's going to be quick. Only 1.5 seconds separates the entire field. So it's a pretty wide open. It's kind of like a one-header tonight. Everybody's close.
Watched Danielle last night. She was so fast. 4 and 2 on 2. So she got a couple of runs in the 2s. Jackie Crawford's just so much fun to watch, and she just one of the queens of the cowgirls. She's been so great for so long, and she should be the first cowgirl out. I talked about how much they love roping here in San Angelo. Tie-down roping, breakaway roping, team roping, and here comes Jackie.
There we are. Good run, Jackie. 2 flat, she's out. That's what you call setting the bar. Great run.
I'm going to give you other 11 cowgirls something to think about.
Yeah, that puts her 7-7 now on 2. But, man, that's all she could do right there. Just to be under 2 seconds, and she was really close to doing that. That was super.
Riley George, Oakdale, California.
Boy, I like the way Riley George ropes. She's aggressive. She is so good with her head catches on these calves. Number 2 in the world standings right now. Riley. Big calf, kind of off to the left. Almost missed it. 2-6. She did a good job letting that lay.
2 and 6.
Watch this, kind of a low-headed calf going left. So that flattens her loop out. But her curl came around. I mean, that's the roping gods helping you right there. But she did a good job. She knew if she jerks her slack, she's not going to catch that calf. So she did a good job thinking her way through it. Now she's in a spot to get a check.
Yeah, float that puppy on.
3.
Hayden Thompson, Yoder, Wyoming.
Hayden, 20th in the world, but she's $3,000 out of 15. She was 5'4" on her first 2 calves. Oh, let it lay, and that didn't work. That calf didn't run either. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's dying off right in front of you. Going left. I mean, that was not a lucky draw in this particular pin of calves. Watch this. Almost stops. No time.
Did not quite get the luck that Riley George had.
You don't want a calf that splits the gates and outruns you to the end of the arena, but you don't want that calf either because they're almost too slow, Jeff.
Addison Henderson will be next. Silsbee, Texas.
All right, she comes in 5'3", so she needs to be 2.5 or better. And she's going to be. She break the barrier. I think she got it.
1.8 becomes 11.8.
Goes to 11.8. Wow. But that's what Jackie did. That's what she forced him to do. This calf on her, in her defense, that calf did not start at all. Just kind of walked out of the chute. And, it's all about timing. You got to time your start. You don't have time to think about it. When you leave the corner, you're going. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, go your 1.8 plus 10.
Kirby Rollinson, Waller, Texas.
She comes in, same deal, 5.3 on 2 calves, so she needs to be 2.7.
No.
Off to the left, no time.
So Jackie Crawford with that 2 flat, still sitting in the top spot. 7-7 on 3.
That calf got out of there and he was running, and of course she reached. But that's what Jackie did. Same deal. That's why you want to put that 2 flat if you're the first one out, because you cannot take an extra swing. In your mind, you're thinking, I got to throw it or I'm not going to win anything.
Jenna Calderola, Stephenville, Texas.
She needs to be 2.5 to tie Jackie Crawford now. Boy, look at that horse locked on. I mean, you don't think this horse doesn't know its job? Good start out of the corner, and she misses.
Wow.
Moving target, went left.
If you're Jackie Crawford with that 2 flat,
you're pretty good right now.
You're leapfrogging up the leaderboard.
No kidding.
You've jumped past 5 Cowgirls already. 6 Cowgirls still remain. You talked about the fact that it was still pretty close from first all the way to 12th.
Right.
Tibba Smith, Hobbs, New Mexico.
All right, Tibba.
Mid-2s will give her the lead.
Yeah, she was 5'1". So a 2.6 for Tibba. 2.6 is a good run. I mean, that's you can take 2 swings and be 2.6.
No, like it slipped out of her hand.
I think it did. No time.
I hit some golf shots like that occasionally.
Is that you?
Yeah, absolutely. Amy Ort will be next, Victoria, Texas. Jackie Crawford dodges another bullet, still sitting in the top spot. Problem is that Danielle Lohman sitting there was the last cowgirl out.
Sitting on 4-2. She's in a pretty good spot.
Oh, my gosh, she's so smooth.
But there's no middle to Danielle Lohman. It's either 1 something or nothing. All right, Amy Ort. Great job getting over there and roping 1 going to the left. That's what it's about. Did she get out?
If she did, she's got the lead.
Got a new leader. Great job.
2-4 for her. 7-4 on 3.
7-4. See how this calf's going left, but she did a great job finishing that run right there.
So Jackie Crawford finally removed from the top spot. She's in second now at 7-7. Katie Williams, Big Timber, Montana. Sounds like a nice place.
Yeah, it's a cool little town, kind of between Bozeman and Billings. All right, Katie. 4.8 needs to be a 2.6. Oh, she nodded, but good job by the gate man. I don't think he saw the nod, because that was not going to end well. That was a mulligan she used. Look at Danielle Lohman sitting there. That was lucky. Woo! Katie Williams going to reset everything.
Little rodeo luck never hurts you.
It doesn't hurt.
2.5 or quicker to take the lead.
Let's see if it pays off now. Much better. 1, 2, there it is. Good run. 2.9.
Will not
her in
take the
second.
lead. Yep.
Ties her with Jackie Crawford, I believe. 7 and 7. Good look at it. And that calf, see, he's running. He's kind of looking back at her. I mean, she did a good job reaching out there and catching that one.
Man, Jackie Crawford's been able to climb up 8 spots.
That's something, isn't
on
it?
the leaderboard with that 2 flat to kick things off. Cheyenne McCartney, Kingston, Oklahoma.
Oh, good job. The gods helped her. 3.6. Put her at 8.4. Watch this calf, though. Talk about nasty. She did a good job. You can see her trying to look out there and see where the head of that calf is. She knows she's had to bring it, and then does a good job just waiting and letting that figure 8 come back around and drop over.
Delaney Beatty, Holly, Texas. 2.7 or quicker if she wants to move to the top spot.
Yeah, 2.8 to tie. Delaney.
And Danielle Lohman's on deck.
Sets her horse in the corner. Don't break out. Don't be late. A lot to think about. Oh, I think she might have broke it. Did she get out? No. Oh, it was close. That wasn't a bad start. 1.9. Goes to 11.9. Another look at it right there. I mean, she took her start, but darn sure broke the barrier.
That happened so fast.
That was so costly.
Danielle Lohman, right where she wants to be. Came in number 1 in the average. I don't know. 3-1 or better to win. I don't think she even cares what it is. Do you?
No. If it's laid up there right there, you watch her. She'll be 1 all day long. Danielle. Man, I'm a huge fan of her. She's so fun to watch. Rides out of the corner and back up. She's got 3 seconds to work with, but not in her mind. I don't know if she's resetting her horse or wanting the calf to set up. We can't see the calf, but it must not be setting just right in the chute for her.
We've had 4 runs in the 2s. 2 flats, been the fastest time. Jackie Crawford has that.
Maybe ride forward one more time for me, Danielle. Just once. Nope, here we go. 1 extra swing, and Danielle Lohman just won the rodeo. Holy cow. Who'd have thought Danielle Lohman would ever safety up? Great job. 3 flat. And she is the champion here at San Angelo.
She needs like 3-1, no problem.
Look at this calf going left a little bit. She just gets right up there, takes 1 extra swing, gets the horse where she wants it, and by 1/10 of a second. That was so good.
So Danielle Lohman winds up as the champion, 7-2 on 3. Look at Jackie Crawford. She came in 12th, climbs up all the way in a split for 3rd.
That's amazing, isn't it?
That was fun to watch. Amy Ort's going to wind up in 2nd place. 2/10 behind Danielle Lohman. What a champion. What a cowgirl. I love the crowd's reaction. Here's Haley.
In so many instances, spending so much time in the box would not work for a lot of cowgirls, but you take that pressure, turn it to diamonds, leave with the spurs, a lights-out performance here in Angelo. What does that say about your roping this year?
I'm just excited to be here and thankful. That calf I didn't really get the start I wanted, so I was like, I'll just take another swing. But, I'm just grateful that San Angelo has this opportunity for us ladies breakaway ropers, and, just thankful to be here.
And the fans, they are loving it. They are erupting for you, Danielle. What do you have to say to them as you head on out of here?
Thank you guys for all being here. You guys make it all exciting, and, God bless you all, and hope to see you next year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Butch, you think she has that internal clock where you can kind of feel what that 3 seconds is?
Yeah, absolutely. And she did a smart job right there. That calf didn't really give her the start she wanted, and, she just took an extra swing. That was smart. At a one-header, she'd have never took the extra swing, but she's already roped 2 calves. This is the 3rd one they roped, so that's just super smart.
No problem. 3 flat winds up as the winner. We'll stay on the time event side of things when we return to San Angelo. The team ropers are on deck. Boy, Clint Summers, Jade Corkle, some superstars right there. Caleb and Junior also making the championship round. Not quite done down there on the time event side of things. There's a look at our leaders coming in team roping championship night here in San Angelo. The cinch shootout tomorrow, by the way. You'll be able to see that right here on the Cowboy channel. That's a fun night as well. So Cole Curry and Riley Kittle going to be the first guys to go. Kittle's 24 years old, 45th in the world. Curry, number 6 in the world, has been to 1 NFR. And that's not going to work too well tonight.
No, but on these guys' behalf, they came in 6 seconds out of the lead. That's a 6-second spread between their run on 3 steers and the guys that are in the lead. So they had to try to win the go-around because it's going to be tough to make up a lot of time if you're 6 seconds back.
Cavis Drake, Denham Ross next to go. Drake right now 18th in the world. Ross is 21st in the world. Here's a couple of young Canadians right here trying to leave San Angelo with a big check.
Yeah, Denham Ross is 21st in the world. They were 18-9 on 3. So they're looking a little better. Now it's going to get a little tighter. It goes from 18-9 down to 14-2. So set that head and horse in the corner. Boy, one thing about this event, it is quick. One swing in the box, and here it comes. No time. Off to the right a little bit.
Well, when it works, it can work out well. We saw that with Jackie Crawford, who put a fast time up, first cowgirl out, climbed quite a few spots on the leaderboard. That was kind of the game plan for these first couple of teams, but it did not work out well. 2 no times. Brent Mibb, Blaine Horn, a couple of Oklahoma Cowboys here.
Boy, right now, just get out there and set it up. Knock one down and make them come try to beat you. It was 17-3 on 3 steers, so. Going to reset that head horse, that steer. You want that steer, you darn sure want to come when he goes. You don't want him looking off or backing up in the back or getting his head down in the corner.
Playing the patience game right now.
I know it's hard. Every time he's about to nod, his horse will look away. Good job. I don't know if they got out or not, but it got a good head catch. Good shot. There we go. Now we're talking.
Absolutely.
4.9. And I do think he got out.
4.9.
Puts him in there at 22-2. Great heel shot. That steer's kind of getting away from him right there. So 22-2.
Yeah, he was
now
able
to set the pace.
He was able to gather him up. Shea Carroll, Denton Dunning. Shea's been to the National Finals Rodeo 3 times. He's back in terms of the world standings. Dunning's 27th in the world right now. 20 years of age.
Yeah, Shea's about right there, too. I think he's like 36th or something. But, that's the importance. If they can make tonight work, that'll move them up there. Kind of get them in striking distance as the summer starts here pretty quick.
Time goes by pretty fast from that Clovis and Red Bluff run to Reno.
We'll be in July before we know it. It's crazy.
Next thing you know, you're at Reno and Cowboy Christmas is underway.
Shea Carroll. Good hand. Either side. He can heel steers as good as he heads. Doesn't matter. All right, steer kind of moving off a little bit to the right, but he got him. That was a good run. That was not that easy to make that run. 5-4. That'll put him in number 1, I believe. 21-7.
You look at 5-4, 5-3, 5-6, 5-4. They've been consistent, and that's why they're number 1 right now.
That sets the stage now for Corey Kidd, Carson Johnson. Kidd's 12th in the world. Johnson's 14th in the world. So right now these guys are settling in there in the top 15.
Yeah, these Johnson boys, their dad was a world champion, Jet Johnson, and it's their game now.
Well, 5-9 or quicker.
Steer. This could be good. Don't mess it up. Great. Oh, no, he picked up a hind leg. Oh. 4-9 goes to 9-9.
5-second penalty for only catching one hind leg. You're going to have to be clean.
Puts him in there at 25-6. Boy, and he was running out of room in that corner.
All right, Jay Stedenhorst, Belden Cox. He's got a little breathing room, 6'4" or quicker. We'll move him to the top spot.
Yeah.
But with everybody that's following you, you want to be a little faster than that.
Well, they can. Oh, boy, look at that head horse. Good job. Good job getting up that fence.
And that was a great angle on that heel shot, too.
I don't know if we can see it from this angle, but watch that steer. He's coming right, so he's got him roped. Now watch that head horse. He runs out of room right there, and I mean, that heeler, if he'd went one more jump, they'd have been in a pickle. 19-9. Now they're the lead.
They're in a great spot at the moment. Nelson Wyatt. Jonathan Torres gets set to go. Boy, NFR experience here.
Yeah.
Wyatt's been a couple of times. Torres 4 times.
Yeah, they got to be 4-8. You know, in 4-8 in today's world, especially down here in these buildings, holy cow, they've been roping them fast.
Builder number 1. KT, rode the Golden State in the NFR last year, almost went to the goal.
They're sitting right on 4-7 or quicker.
Here we go. Get over there. One leg. 4-9.
Would have been about 2/10 too slow, but the 5-second penalty negates all of that anyway. 5 teams remaining. Stedenhorst and Cox have the lead. Here comes Jake Smith and Douglas Rich. 5 NFRs between them. Smith's been a couple of times. Rich has been 3 times. They've had a great year. They've had a great spring. They're number 3 in the world standings on both sides.
Yeah, they'd like to finish this Texan swing off as good as they've been doing. Just stay in that top 5 in the world. All right, right there. Good job waiting for that steer to line out. 5-2. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get the lead.
It's not. They needed 4-7. I think it will move them to
3.
second place, though.
Yeah, 20.3. Right there. I mean, if he'd have thrown right there, I don't think it would have worked out. He had to wait till that shot came.
Brenton Hall, Caden Profili. These guys need 4-7 or quicker to take the lead. Hall's been to 3 NFRs. Profili has been to 2. These guys are just inside the top 30 in the world standings.
Oh, got a front leg. That's an illegal head catch. No time.
Down to our final 3 teams. Stedenhorst and Cox still hanging on to that top spot. Gonna have to sweat out these last 3, though.
Yeah, and they're 3 darn good ones.
They
Starting
are.
with this one.
Ketch Kelton roping along with Peyton Bray. Can you beat a 4-9? If you can, you're going to move to the lead.
Yeah, if you're Ketch Kelton, if you're named Ketch, your dad was a team roper too, you're determined you're going to be a great team roper. Peyton Bray, He can beat you in the tie-down roping just as quick as the heeling. All right, catch. There it is, and he caught. Peyton Bray looks him over and gets a 5-second penalty. It would have been way in the lead. 9-5.
Got one, needed two.
Just a little out of position right there. It's my favorite head horse right here.
Glenn Summers along with Jade
He'd
Corkle.
almost throw your rope for you.
Makes it easier, doesn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
It's not going to be easy, but it makes it easier.
Yeah. I don't know how old he is now, but I know he's getting older. But, man, he is still so rock solid.
Corkle, a 3-time world champion. Summers have been to 5 NFRs. 5-2 or better to take the lead. But these guys are back in the world standings. Summers barely in the top 50. Corkle barely in the top 40.
They've won about $4 million between the two of them. Clint. There were 14-6 on 3 steers. 19-9 in the lead. Good job. Finish it quick right here, Jade. Great shot. 4.9. Was that enough to get him in there? Yes, I think it was.
You betcha.
19-5.
That kicks Ted Horse and Cox to second place. They're 19-9 on 4. Summers and Corkle take the lead. Caleb and Junior's all that's left.
Yeah, but that's a lot that's left.
That really is.
They were 0.4 of a second up on those guys, so they got a little room to work with.
Caleb's number 2 in the world. Junior's number 2 in the world.
Yeah, if they're 5-3 or 4, I think they've got it. They don't know that. They're hoping like they got it. Holy cow. That's crazy stuff right there.
Might as well put on a
That
show
Caleb
if you're going to win.
Has got ice running through those veins. Watch this. And Junior, look at this. Boom, out old layback. I love it. Wow.
That was really fun to watch.
That was.
4-5. They came in number 1. They're going to leave number 1. 18-7 on 4 for them. Comfortable win over Summers and Corkle. Ted Norson Cox had the lead for quite a while, but didn't quite hold up. They're going to wind up in 3rd place. What a final run there. 4-5. Fastest of the night.
They just barely got down there and got off their horses.
Not the first swag these guys have won. Here's A-League.
Receiving the silver spurs and a chance to visit with Haley Novak.
You guys had miles of time to use in that short go, but you obviously weren't worried about any of it. The emotion that you were expressing, where is that coming from?
Well, just so excited to have this crowd here, and this rodeo is really special. You know, we have some great friends and family members, and I got my family here today, my kids, my wife, so everybody here. And every time when they get in a short round like this, and everybody just cheering, they understand about rodeo, and you make a good run, and especially we never won this rodeo, so it's special. Thank you very much.
Caleb, there's not that much that you haven't won together. What's the chemistry like between you and Junior here?
Yes, ma'am. It's a brotherhood. I've been coming here for 18 years, and this was the first time I made the short round and won the rodeo, and it's unbelievable. I've always heard about the short round nights over here in San Angelo, and just so thankful to be a part of it.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord, he says. Congratulations, guys. It's incredible.
That team won $1 million.
World championships in team roping. Juniors won 2 in team roping, plus an all-around. So hard to beat those 5 gold buckles in that team.
Yeah, and $6.3 million between the two of them.
That total got a little bit
good. That's a pretty good marriage, isn't it?
It is. No reason to get divorced. And they added to that. They had the fastest time in the round. They win the average here in San Angelo. A couple of world champions just showing off. We'll see more world champions when we come back, including the reigning world champion, Kassie Mowry, barrel racing, up next. And let's just jump right on into the barrel racing. San Angelo's championship night. Since shootout coming your way tomorrow. Lisa Lockhart. Wow, what a career she's had. $4 million in earnings. She has been something to watch.
Yeah, she really has. This is a great horse she calls Copper. She actually got this horse as a yearling, trained it, And here she is at San Angelo in the short go. Watch this run, 14:15. What a run.
Well, you look at what Lisa Lockhart, 19 trips to the national finals, trying to get back to number 20, and they're rolling on. Here comes Michelle Alley, Madisonville, Texas.
Puts Lisa in second place. Emily Beisel still holding on to that number 1 spot. Michelle Alley on stiletto. Oh, man. 14:10. Holy cow, Jeff. This is going to be great.
Low 14s to start. So 14:10 there from Michelle Alley. She now has the overall lead.
43:94.
London Gorham next to go, Cotulla, Texas. Her grandfather, the great rodeo cowboy Phil Line.
Yeah, maybe the greatest all-around cowboy of all, and the only reason I say that, he won the average in the bull riding and the tie-down roping the same year at the NFR. I mean, that's amazing to go to both ends of the arena and be that good, but she picks up a 5-second penalty. Still a good run, 14:40, but goes to 19:40.
Rolling right on. Emily Beisel, first cowgirl out. Hopefully we'll see her in a minute. 14:14. She has the lead. Brooklyn Balch next to go.
All right, Brooklyn. Come on, Stella. That's the name of that great little horse. 14:45. Those are all runs that darn sure were the fastest runs in the perfs. Boy, they have really got the ground fast tonight.
Yeah, I thought Beisel had the lead in the round, but she doesn't. Michelle Alley with that 14:10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, leading the round, leading the average. Morgan Addison.
Just a little hang up on that first barrel. Nice turn on the second. Sets it up. Straight lines. All these horses are nice. 14:44.
Well, there's the first half. 6 barrel racers are complete, 6 still to go. And Michelle Alley right now has this thing in her corner, 14:10 in the round. She's got the lead in the average at 43:94. Emily Beisel kind of jumped the gun there. They let her go just before we got in from the commercial break, but she's sitting in third place right now. What a night here in San Angelo. So much history. Going to induct the San Angelo Rodeo, as a matter of fact, into the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame a little bit later this summer. And Wacey Schalla kicked things off. We're going to see him in bull riding, but he came out 91 for him in the bareback riding. Wins the round, wins the average.
Yeah, look at this ride. You know, he's number 3 in the world, so that's going to really help him get closer to number 1. And Wacey Schalla, like I mentioned, he worked real hard to get his first Wrangler NFR in the bareback riding last year, and he hadn't looked back. He had a great NFR, and he has just been dominating on this winter run.
Yeah, trying to keep pace with Stetson Wright in the all-around race as well. Jesse Brown, a 4-2, next to the last guy to go. There's your winner.
Yeah, Jesse Brown. When I saw he had that steer with one horn down, I knew he had a chance. But, boy, that's a lot of pressure to have that good a steer. Great run for Jess.
Yeah, won the championship round, won the average to go along with it. And Sam Lewis, we talked about him, his dad, Brent Lewis, multiple times to the National Finals Rodeo. 8-8 for him in what was a very tough tie-down roping.
Yeah, and that little roan horse Sam rides. What a fantastic tie-down horse. Good run for Sam, 8-8. He smoked him.
And then Danielle Lohman in breakaway roping, last cowgirl to go, had some time to work with. A very relaxed 3 flat.
Yeah, I didn't know she could swing a rope 3 times before she threw, but she proved that tonight, and that was smart. She wins San Angelo because of it.
Latricia Duke, Henrietta, Texas.
All right, Latricia, number 2 in the world right now. She has been so good, she and Carlos. Man, oh man, this is going to be quick. Watch the clock, 14:09. Takes the lead in the round and takes the lead in the average, I'm sure.
Yes, she does.
Wow.
Actually, she may wind. No, yeah, she still got it. But here comes the reigning world champion, Kassie Mowry.
Yeah, that could
She's won the
change.
last 2 world championships.
Yeah, and she's riding her gray horse, Will. She's got 2 of the greatest horses. She won this rodeo last year on Will, so that's probably why she decided to go with him. Big, strong turns. It's tough, though. It's not going to be easy, but Kassie Mowry, you don't tell her that. 14-24. Puts her third, I believe.
Leaves her a little bit off the pace. Now to Devin Brown, Stratford, Oklahoma.
All right, Devin. Boy, it is a tough, tough barrel race tonight. 3 good turns. They're all up. 14:43.
So what we've seen, a 14:09, a 14:10, a 14:14, and a 14:15.
Yeah.
Austin Tovey, let's see what she can get done. A cowgirl here all the way from Minnesota.
Yeah, on her little horse she calls Frisky. This is a darn good one. She came in 30-21 on 3 runs, or 2 runs. The she's out of this horse has got a lot of speed. Look at that, 14-11. Puts her in third in the round. Moves her into the top 4. Boy, it is tough. In the barrel race, they don't start slowest to fastest. They draw positions on the ground. It's more even that way. So it changes up a little bit. Shelly Morgan, man, I like this nice buckskin she calls B. Oh.
Rubs a little paint on barrel number 2.
Yeah,
it comes
she
down.
Did. Would have been 14:05, Jeff. 14:05 would have won the short round. Oh, my goodness. 19:05.
1 cowgirl remains. Michelle Alley, that 14:10, still in the top spot in the round, top spot in the average.
All right.
Kayla Costa.
Kayla Costa, here we go. Kayla, she was 30 and 52 100ths on 2 runs. She's no bigger than a minute. The horses don't even know they're on her. She's on their back. She is so little. 14:82. Not going to put her in the top 5, I don't believe.
So Michelle Alley going to run the table.
Look at that.
Yeah, wins the round with that 14:10. Wins the average 43.94 on 4. Latricia Duke right there with her. Kassie Mowry, the reigning world champion, winds up in 3rd place. That was a fast barrel race right there.
That was good. That was really good. They really stepped up. Great job on the ground, too. I mean, they really kept it even for everybody.
Lots of star power in there. And Michelle Alley, as the dust settles and they pick those barrels up, she's going to pick up a big check here in San Angelo. Give her a little jolt as she gets ready for that summer run that is so important in terms of winning a world championship and qualifying for the National Finals Rodeo. Lisa Lockhart trying to make it to her 20th National Finals Rodeo.
Yeah, Michelle Alley, she's won almost 11,000 before that run, so that's gonna put her nearly 17 or 18,000. Great job.
With Haley, that is none other than Michelle Alley.
Michelle, tonight's barrel race was lights out. The best horses, the best cowgirls, but your mare was outstanding tonight as well. What is it like to be her person?
It's amazing, but she makes me work for it. I think I had to stand in my outside stirrup at every barrel.
Be honest with me. Did you think you were going to fall off at the 3rd?
No, although I have at San Antone. Since I've been doing Pilates, I've strengthened my back, and actually I feel pretty good.
Okay, so she's a Pilates princess. All right, congratulations, Michelle. That was incredible to watch.
Thank you so much.
Man, you look at Michelle Alley, pretty fearless on that run of 14:10. Pretty good bump right there on that first barrel. Doesn't matter.
No kidding. Bumped the second, too, but straight lines win it all. And talk about G-forces going around those barrels. That'll make you bear down right there. That's a lot like bull riding.
That's just flat out showing off as she wins the short go, and she wins the average. Zeke Thurston's got a reride coming up in Bronc riding and bull riding all next. We're not done here in San Angelo. Time to crown our champion in saddle bronc riding. Chase Brooks has the lead right now. 90-point ride for him. 176.5 on 2, but Zeke Thurston The 4-time world champion winds up with a reride. He's got Rivers Ghost from Pete Carr Rodeo.
Yeah, this might. He's got to be 89.5 to win it outright. 89 to tie, which is not a big deal for Zeke Thurston. But this little horse is going to have some moves during this ride, which if you got to be 90, you don't mind that either. Thurston. He's 87.5 on his first one. He's going, you guys, can you get this? I don't need it perfect. All right. Big move out of there. Thurston, get going. Here we go. Zeke Thurston, he is tapped. Rivers goes, big air. Thurston might have done it. I don't know what they're going to do at the gate. I think they're going to roll him because he fouled him. But I'm telling you, that was one heck of a spur ride by Zeke Thurston, and he knows it. That horse bucked.
And he is glued to the leaderboard to see if he's what the score
is. They'll waive the mark-out rule. What a job. What a great job. Rivers goes, big air, lots of kick. Zeke, he is way ahead of him. He's got the 89 to tie, 89.5. Oh, come on. Oh, 88.5. I agree with judge number 2, personally.
That's a smooth 90.
That was fun to watch,
if you bet, judge number 2. 88.5 points. Very knowledgeable crowd here in San Angelo. So
he's still going to get a lot of money out of here.
Yeah, winds up splitting second. And there's Chase Brooks. He had to wait a while, but he finally gets that halter and a chance to visit with Haley Novak as our champion.
That is Chase Brooks with Haley.
Chase, that was a long-awaited wait to declare yourself as the champion, but you were 90 tonight. What is it like to go 90 on a J-Bar J horse in an arena like this?
Oh, it's cool meeting up with a Montana horse down here. It's, I'm thankful for the rodeo, thankful for the fans, and, thank God for this opportunity. And I want to shout out my girls at home, my 2 little girls, CJ and Celie, and my beautiful wife, Kara. I wouldn't be here without them.
Well, congratulations to them as well. It was a lot to be thankful for on a night like tonight.
Congratulations, Chase Brooks. Thanks again to WT.
Well, that gets us up to date now. We've crowned winners in every event except bull riding, and bull riding is about to kick off. Mason Moody will be one of the first Cowboys out. When you see T.J. Gray in there, and I think you and I both wanted to see John Crimber, who was at 90 points, came in the top spot, wound up having to turn out. We'll miss it tonight, so no worries, though. We're going to see some great bulls, and that's Smokey Joe. Noah Lee tonight's going to have his hands full.
Yeah, and as far as Crimber's multitasking right now. He's trying to win a PBR world title as well as making the National Finals Rodeo. So there's a lot of give and take between those two deals. But that's an outstanding young man and a great bull rider. Hayden Ferguson, he's been on this bull before. TJ Gray just got on this bull a week ago, and it didn't go good. So that's some great matchups. When you look at all those bulls, though, I think most of them, the most they've been ridden, I think, one bull was out 59 trips. He was ridden 4 times. The rest of them were like 13-1, 15-0. I mean, they are a handful. So these guys have got their work cut out for them, but I love the talent in there. Hutchings, he can ride so good. Schalla, he needs a big win. Ernie Corson Jr., he's a blast to ride. Good look at Tristan right there, as a matter of fact. Tristan Hutchings.
87 points for him earlier on Ringo.
Yep.
Earlier in the rodeo.
He wishes that was him tonight, but he's got to still come do it. But the thing I like about Tristan, he is riding so aggressive and so confident, lifting on his rope good, spurring when he can. So his body is always in the right spot, even though he may have to move left or right. Good look at our bullfighters. Toughness, man, the very best.
No. If I'm in trouble anywhere, just send Dusty to get me.
Yep.
He's pretty much unstoppable. Crazy the job these guys do, these bullfighters, to get these guys out of trouble. Well, let's get it started. Should be Dakota Hill from Bagwell, Texas. Bad Vibes is the draw that he's got tonight.
Yeah, Bad Vibes. He's unridden this year, so that tells you what we're going to start with.
Dakota's working on an 84 from earlier in the rodeo. That's what he brings into this championship round.
One thing about it in the bull riding, in all the other events, that a couple-point lead makes a difference. In the bull riding, if you just get 2 ridden, you are going to win a lot usually in the average. Dakota Hill. Going to start him off. See him slide up on that rope. Boy, you want to be moving with the bull when they leave. Here we go, right there to the left. He's quick. He's got a seat. Come on, Dakota. Get that inside foot down. One more round. He is now ridden an unrideable bull. No. Oh, I thought he had him. Wow. Look at this. I mean, he did everything he could. Look at him reposition that inside foot one more time right in here and then slides him off. 7.27 seconds. Boy, tip your hat to that boy. He gave it all.
He absolutely did. I thought he had him. No score for him. Brady Young should be next. Canadian bull rider. Trump from PCAR's the bull.
Another one that's unridden, 12-0 this year. But, boy, Grady Young. You and I got to watch him at the Calgary Stampede last year. His dad, Blaze, was a really good bull rider. Canadian champion, went to the Canadian finals. And Grady, he can ride rank wins, has his ability to stay up on his rope, get your inside foot down, and, man, what a bull. What a bull.
That one was all there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because you can see Grady, when he left, you watch his inside foot, he's going to re-get it right there. And he was in good shape, but then, holy cow, that bull bucked. Look at that. I would love to have seen him ridden him because I'd like to have seen the score. Oh.
That's tall order. Has a lot of bull. Ernie Corson Jr. from Okeechobee, Florida. Got Whiskey.
Yeah, this bull they rode at San Antonio, this was one that I thought Ernie's got a good chance. Comes in 11th in the world standings. He is a wild-looking guy, and if he rides, I love it. He gets up on the fence and does a backflip. Corson.
No substitute
set
for
out
you.
Last year with some injuries.
All right.
Trying to get the bull. Look at that. Kind of telling the cameraman, kind of back up just a little bit there. These bulls, they know their job. They can feel these guys when they start sneaking up on that rope. They know exactly what's coming.
Still can't get him where he wants him.
He hadn't been to the NFR yet. He was in the top 20 in 22 and 23. Then he had some kind of dealt with some injuries through 24 and 25. But I've been watching him this winter. He's off to a great start. 19th in the world, but he's $11,000 out of 15. It's just squatting just a little bit. I mean, he doesn't look bad. But as rank as these bulls are, you can't give them one opportunity. Don't give them any advantage. They just want his head up.
Well,
all right. Bring in Justin Rumford.
Little comic relief as we
he's
try
good.
to get that bull to cooperate.
Oh, and it worked.
And he cooperated.
Down comes Corson. Another look at it, Ernie. Kind of, that bull's just bringing him down. Maybe a little back up in that spin, and you don't really notice it there, but when you're riding him, you feel it, and it's just pulling you forward the whole way.
3 up, 3 down so far.
That is a big farm animal right there.
And that is it. And he's
Talk
all
about
there.
Fit, yeah. There we go. He didn't see the gate.
The only reason I turned around to run is not because I was scared. Because I was afraid that goal was going to jump
Needs somebody to kind of break the ice. Well, I thought Dakota Hill right out of the bat was going to do it.
No matter what it ends up tonight, he's going to look back at that. He let one get away from him. He had all the hard part done.
7 and change is always pretty disappointing. Whiskey's going to hang around for a while. Can't seem to get him out of the arena. Now we get ready. Kobe Jacobson from Hawaii.
There we go. There's a bull and a chute.
Yeah.
All right. Jackson.
Yeah, we saw Myron DeWart back in the late 90s, wasn't it, to make the National Finals Rodeo? He was a bull rider from Hawaii.
Yeah, great bull rider, Myron. This is the bull I was telling you. He's been out 49 trips. This bull's a veteran bull, which means he's older and probably really smart. They've ridden him 4 times out of 49 chances. So that is for a bull to be bucked out that much and to have that kind of record, that tells you what he's like.
Kind of means you got your work cut out for you tonight.
You do, and every time you buck a bull, and they learn to buck you off, they remember it. They remember the move, they remember the trick, they remember whatever it takes. Here we go. Round to the left, little backup. Hey, we've got a great ride started. One more, back it up. Great bull ride. Oh, my goodness, that was great. And what a job by our bullfighter. Boy, oh, boy. Kobe Jacobson. Look at this. Now, this is a bull. You watch him when he backs up. He's coming around. Now he's going to move probably 3 or 4 feet right in here, right there. That brings you forward. But if you're in the right spot, it feels good. There's another one. So he's just sucking him up on his rope all through that.
Wow. Talked about him being from Hawaii. He gets the job done.
Yeah.
88.5 points is the score.
88.5. Put that with 85.
173.5 on 2. We have a new leader.
Yeah.
Pretty good number on the board, too. Aiden Ferguson. He's going to have Brown Bomber tonight.
All right,
yeah.
Aiden.
And you and I have talked about it. This youth movement in the bull riding has been really good. Those kids showed up at the National Finals last December, and they came there to ride.
Yeah, Hayden, he's been on this bull before. He didn't ride him, but he knows what he's going to feel like. The last 5 trips on this bull, they marked him from 46 to 47.5. So, in your mind, if you're a Cowboy, you think, hey, double that. You're in the 90s, mid-90s. But he hadn't been ridden. All right, going to re-pull that rope.
I like that logic. 46, 47.
You got to look that.
Yeah, if you double that. It can also mean he's going to dust me in about 1.2 seconds, too.
Yeah. It's easy to talk bull riding.
In theory, I don't really want to experience a 47-point bull.
I'd prefer one they mark 27. Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
With a rewrite option.
With a rewrite option,
That's the most frightening thing you've said tonight.
All right, we'll see if Ferguson. He's the one that he got to replace John Crimber, I believe. So we'll see. Here we go. Oh, little move. He's tricky. That is a tricky bull. You watch this. When he turns back, he is going to scoot forward and leave a big hole in the inside of that spin. And the well is what we call it. Right here. Big move. Now watch this. See how the kick went away? So you have no momentum. You have no feel on your hand. Everything is dead and empty. And if you're already moving to the inside, making that move to get around the corner, he just sucks you right in there. No score.
The Hawaiian, Kobe Jacobson in the driver's seat. 88.5 points for him. He's the only guy that's covered 2 bulls so far.
Yeah, he's in a good spot, isn't he?
Not the midway point right now, bull riding. About half the guys have gone. Second half remains.
Yeah, some good ones, though. TJ Gray, Tristan Hutchings, and, boy, young Noah Lee. This boy, he's 18 years old, and he's amazing.
Yeah, and don't leave Wacey Schalla out as Josiah Chisholm gets ready to go.
I don't want to look over him either.
Nebraska Cowboy.
All right. Oh, man, that's a nasty one. Ooh. That one's an eliminator, meaning when he leaves the chute, he is jumping forward probably 15 feet right there, and he's moving forward, and then that big roll and goes away from the guy's hand. I mean, that's not fair. So Josiah comes down.
Yeah, Wacey Schalla should be next. He's already won the bareback riding title here in San Angelo tonight. Two-event Cowboy trying to keep pace with Stetson Ride in that battle for the 2026 all-around championship. And Wacey, 24th in the world right now in bull riding.
Yeah, toe tagged. I love the name of this one. Boy, and he's all there. He should go to the right.
Schalla's been to a couple NFRs. He's not even old enough to buy a beer yet.
I know. Isn't he
that's
something?
Crazy, yeah.
I like the way his upper body is, though. Right there, that free arm right in front of him. And no, get out of there, Wacey. That's a lot of rounds in 8 seconds.
That's some speed.
Another quick look at it, and I mean, that bull is getting it. Wacey made the corner. I mean, he really did make the corner in pretty good shape, but that bull just was so fast. And when they're going away from your hand that fast, it's really difficult.
Here's Tristan Hutchings. Rolling Thunder's the bull. J-Bar J. Tristan's been fun to watch at the National Finals Rodeo. Number 2 in the world right now. 4 trips to Las Vegas. Chance to win San Angelo right here.
Yep. He's got a bull that's only been ridden once, but he's been ridden.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Like I say, I love the way Tristan's riding right now. He's riding with so much confidence. It's all offense. Always moving. Anytime he can, he's going to take a foot out of this bull and try to spur him. Here we go. Here he comes. Into his hand. Get your foot down. And he couldn't do it. Holy cow, that bull's rank.
They've been a pretty lively pen tonight.
Well, when I was looking, I was doing a little research on him, and I thought, oh, there's got to be one in there that I'm going to think is an easy deal. It sure wasn't this one. Man, oh, man, these bulls back.
Boy, and he spit Tristan out the back end.
Yeah, he did.
Caught some air, some serious altitude right there. 3 Cowboys left. Kobe Jacobson from Hawaii, the only Cowboy that's made the whistle. 88.5 points.
You know, it's amazing, too, on a ranked bull like that, to have the presence of mind like Tristan right there, to get yourself in this position where the bull throws you away from you.
Mason Moody.
All right, Mason. Huckleberry.
Number 5 in the world. 1 trip to the National Finals Rodeo, and that was last December.
Been ridden 1 time. Here we go. Huckleberry right there away from his hand and inside. Oh. Boy, Kobe Jacobson is looking pretty darn solid.
You also got to keep in mind the ground money.
Yes.
Which counts toward the National Finals Rodeo.
All counts. Here we go. Kind of a scoot out there and the same deal. Pretty welly.
These last 2 bulls aren't going to make it easy for TJ Gray and Noah Lee. TJ will be the next to last to go, 26th in the world.
I think this might be TJ. I'm not sure.
Yep. CJ. Yep.
Yeah, I saw it. I couldn't tell, but I thought he was putting his hand in the way TJ rides, which is backwards to everybody else. And he's been on. He just had this bull a week ago. Hostile takedown.
26th in the world. Couple trips to the NFR.
This bull's been out 34 trips. Been ridden 1 time.
Runner-up for the world title last year. 86.5. Well, it's all he needs to take the lead in this round.
Well, he just had him a week ago. We'll see. Nope. Going to get his feet. So it looks like Hostile Takedown's got TJ Gray's number. But the way he bucks, he always walking on his front feet, hopping and skipping, making that turn. It just works your feet out of him. You know, you're trying to get a hold with your spurs. Your rowels are locked to help keep your feet down, but they keep popping them like that. So now there's one, and I'm anxious to see what Noah Lee can do.
Yeah, he's got Smokey Joe, and there's a lot of chatter about Smokey Joe maybe being the bull of the year. He's that good. Noah's got his hands full.
You remember Mike Lee?
Oh, yeah.
That's his boy right there. Of course, Mike Lee was a legendary bull rider. Noah, I watched him ride in the first round here, and then he came back and won the Extreme Bulls. He's won about $23,000 already here. Sliding up on his rope. All right, Noah. Oh, come on, Noah Lee. Holy cow. Noah Lee, get in there.
This is going to be huge.
Oh, my goodness, what a bull ride for Lee.
This is going to be huge. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Keep track of that name, because I am telling you, he rides bulls like a freak of nature. Look at this, and look at this big gray bull. There is nothing but power coming. Right there, he is way off his rope, and then he gets himself back in there. How big is big going to be? That's the question.
93 points.
93! That's how big.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. What a ride.
You knew it was going to be big. Smokey Joe is all there, and Noah Lee getting it done.
Did that move him to the lead?
I think it did. I think it
points.
did. You know, you see a lot of those bull riders, you know, kind of tighten up when it gets to that. No, he was loose as a goose.
No, I'm not kidding you. I can't wait to watch his career. Awesome.
Just getting started. Here's Haley.
Goes to Noah Lee on this Friday night, and he's standing by with Haley.
One of the best bull rides that this crowd has probably ever seen. And Noah, you were just telling me you were that bull's very first trip. How's this full circle moment hitting you?
It's pretty cool. God blessed me with that bull tonight, and I feel that God gave me that bull for a reason tonight, and I love all y'all for being out here, and this is a great rodeo.
Noah, you get to wake up every day, live your dreams for your Lord. How thankful are you to be able to do what you love every day?
I'm very thankful. God gave me a blessing and this opportunity, and I take every opportunity I get.
Congratulations. This was incredible in the bull riding. What a way to cap off the San Angelo Rodeo.
Thank you, Haley. Hey, why don't y'all?
Well, chance to take another look at it here for Noah Lee, and that was some kind of bull ride. What a way to finish the night here in San Angelo. The bull giving the bull of the year. That's one of the best bull rides of the year so far.
Oh, my goodness. Wasn't that amazing? Bull riding's in a good spot. When you think about Noah Lee, young John Crimber, Hayden Welsh, I mean, those boys are so young and so talented. It's amazing, but that was an amazing bull ride.
Well, that's an absolutely incredible list of champions right there, starting with Wacey, Schalla, all the way down to Noah Lee, who wrapped it up tonight. So Chase Brooks in the saddle bronc riding, and some superstars right there, by the way, on the timed event side of things, and that was something to see.
Yeah, that was really good. Jesse Brown made a big move in the world standings. Great to see him. And young Sam Lewis, kind of like Noah Lee, he's going to be around for a while.
Absolutely. You know, it's a rodeo that has so much history. You expect big things. They threw great stock at them. And I think maybe for me, what's the most memorable thing? I think it's that pin of tie-down roping calves that really tested those guys tonight.
Yeah, that was like a retro-looking tie-down roping. Big, strong calves, and they made them earn it. But that 8.8 run, you know, by Lewis, that was so good. And tip your hat to Pete Carr for putting great stock here, not just tonight in the short go, but all week long for all these guys. Did a great job.
Yeah, great list of champions tonight. Keep in mind the Cinch Shootout comes your way tomorrow here from San Angelo, Texas. It's so much fun. Tonight was kind of the TV pin. I was talking to Pete. Tonight was kind of the TV pin. Tomorrow night's stock's going to be a little bit tougher. Might see a little bit more of the eliminator side there.
Yeah, that's on the Cinch Shootout tomorrow night. That's a great event. And, of course, we're going to see a lot of these guys back in that short go as well. But, yeah, it's not over here in San Angelo. They've got a big rodeo tomorrow night as well.
You could buck some of those tie-down roping calves, I think, tomorrow,
Yeah.
at least in the junior rodeo. Thanks for watching. Congratulations to our winners here in San Angelo, Texas. What a night at this incredible rodeo.